If you don't know already, I'm very sorry to inform you that as you grow older, you will experience some changes to your body due to aging. One I can predict: you will grow more hair in your ears. This happens to virtually everyone. It is a paradox in gerontology, which is the study of aging, that while most people want to live a long time, no one particularly wants to get old. These two facts, living a long life and aging, go together though. And so, both as scientists and citizens, we need to come to grips with issues around aging, both healthy aging as well as disorders associated with later life. In the scientific and medical community, an agreed upon age at which one is first considered old is age 65. Now, key principles from gerontology are important for understanding older people and the aging process. These principles allow us to be able to interpret data correctly and understand how older adults are different to people at other ages. The first principle is the idea of the difference between primary and secondary aging. Primary aging reflects changes in the organism that are a result of the passage of chronological time. They pretty much happen to everyone. Over time, many parts of our physical, psychological, and social makeup will change. For example, visual acuity declines, and so most people need reading glasses to read fine print after a certain age. This happens as one's ability to focus short distances declines with age. This is an example of primary aging. And my advice to people in that regard is not to fight it, to get some funky reading glasses, preferably several pairs, and make it a fashion statement. But not everyone is going to suffer from macular degeneration, a particular eye disease that has a strong genetic component. Similarly, most adults experience declines in bone and muscle mass with age. But a number of factors, heredity, poor diet, lack of weight-bearing exercise, can mean some people experience osteoporosis, a disease where the bones thin to a dangerous extent, putting people at greater risk for broken bones from falls. Metabolic changes in midlife result in all women experiencing menopause. For men more so than women, hearing loss is often a factor in later life, one which most people experience by the time they're in their 80s. And likewise, a decreased resistance to infections is a part of normal primary aging due to decreased production of white blood cells and general decreased efficiency of the immune system. Interestingly, the immune system is one physical system that starts to decline quite early, in one's 20s. So it is a myth that physical systems do not decline until old age. There are other changes. Lung capacity goes down, you're less able to produce red blood cells, people's short-term memory, particularly for names, gets a bit unreliable, and everyone grows more hair in their ears. All of these changes are due to changes in the organism with time passing. Why do these changes happen? For example, in the eye, the muscles that control your lenses weaken and just get less good at the precision focusing that allows you to see things at close distance. Is there anything you can do about it? No, not really. You can't do aerobics for your eyes or something like that. The muscles change and we must adapt. You can have surgery, you can wear glasses, but you can't really do anything to prevent this change. Whereas secondary changes that are due to aging are due to a specific disease process or a result of trauma or lifestyle choices. It's not going to happen to everybody. Only those affected by that disease or that trauma or who pursue that lifestyle choice. Everybody is going to get more hair in their ears, but not everybody is going to get dementia. In fact, only 6% of people over 65 have dementia. So for those of you who thought dementia was inevitable with aging, you're wrong. Dementia is a good example of a secondary aging change. The same is true for depression, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure. Not everyone will experience these. They are symptoms or conditions that are due to an illness and/or lifestyle choices, such as regular exercise or high caloric intake over time. People can lower the risk of many illnesses. The way to lower your risk for most of the illnesses I've mentioned, including dementia, is to stay healthy, stay active, not be overweight, don't smoke. Smoking doubles your risk of Alzheimer's disease. People, even some health professionals, assume that things like depression are due to primary aging. If you are not clear about primary and secondary aging, you may give or receive poor advice. The doctor who says to the older person who comes in with signs of depression, "Well, you just have to get used to that," is failing to offer treatment that could improve their symptoms. That's why this first principle of gerontology is really important. These two ideas about primary and secondary aging. All people should understand what is expected later in life and may have to be adapted to, and what is possibly due to an illness or condition which can be treated or possibly even prevented.